Top of the top. Yup. What's up? What's up? 2026. We back. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, y'all? What's up? Hopefully everybody good. Hopefully everybody is good this morning. Hopefully. Let's go. Back again. What's up, y'all? What's up? Good to see everybody, y'all. What's up? We back again. It's Friday. DRUSKI is a fool, y'all. DRUSKI is a fool, man. And DRUSKI is the reason why these comedians don't have no job no more. So I'm going to keep showing y'all how this shit playing out. DRUSKI started on social media, but now he's a superstar. And everybody that used to be a comedian star, now they ass work on YouTube. Tell you the switch around, man. DRUSKI is now the funniest man in comedy now. So I told you, man, they spend too much time talking online, telling their stories. They're not funny no more. They're not. DRUSKI is hilarious doing nothing. I didn't watch the David Chappelle special. I don't watch them no more. If I want to laugh, I just watch DRUSKI. Like when he did that Hebrew Israelite, that shit was hilarious. That's right. No, DRUSKI is hilarious. He's an idiot, y'all. So he's funny. And already, like I said, he getting Google. He got deals with Google. He got big deals on the table. So I tell you, DRUSKI one of them people. He don't got to do a lot. He just be doing funny stuff. And he getting paid more than a lot of people. Yo, no. DRUSKI is the reason why comedians don't have a job no more. I said it because they was on YouTube too much. They not funny no more, y'all. They not. So anyway, what's up? What's up? What's up, QBD? Shout out to everybody that's up, man. So anyway, I just watched it this morning. Like I said, I saw it the other day, but I saved my laugh sometimes. So one thing I know about DRUSKI, if I want to get a laugh, that fool, he's an idiot. He's an idiot, man. Let's go. Top of the top. So like I said, this is nothing but what we already spoke about every day. Meaning, look, life has changed. Things is good. But now Jill Scott wants to come out and speak against Tylerperry. And she's only saying what I already said. That's why I say they're all on YouTube one way or another. They friends. They getting this information. Some of them starting to figure out they've been played. Because y'all didn't look at Jill Scott's career was never the same since she did that movie. It was never the same, y'all. Because that movie low-key ruined her brand. Y'all didn't see the big picture. It ruined her brand. And this is another thing we're going to look at what we spoke about. That movie, he had Janet Jackson and Jill Scott. So I wanted y'all to see. Tylerperry built his platform off of black names that were already established. It's like me as a nobody. I start hanging in Hollywood for a year straight. Y'all start thinking I'm with somebody. Y'all start thinking I'm on everybody else's level because I hung around with everybody for a year straight. They don't work like that. He was a nobody picked. He had everything handed to him. Tylerperry had it made. So my first movie, I get Janet Jackson. He had Janet Jackson, but nobody else could get it like that. So I'm telling you, it's a reason how he built his brand, his image. But he used the backs are already blacks established, and he also put them in roles where they didn't flourish after that. All right. So what I'm saying is we're going to look Jill Scott now talking about it because she's probably feeling it in her pockets now. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to talk about what we already spoke about. Other than that, it's 2026. We got a number of new updates. Let's go. Be not deceived. So like I said, we already been speaking about this. You know, and I get the joke. See, DRUSKI is joking on a mega church because that's the home of TD Jakes. Dallas, that's where DRUSKI from. So DRUSKI is actually trolling TD Jakes and his congregation. And you know why? Today, I told y'all, yeah, it's been all last year. Them people been getting dragged. I told that whole world been getting dragged. I told you, y'all religion, y'all beliefs, y'all history, y'all shenanigans, y'all lifestyle, everything you believe, think about, your culture, your life been on blast. And they've been telling you, y'all are the fakest and the phoniest because y'all do not go to church to become better people. You go for the show. And the pastors perform because the mega church was about mega money. Yeah, you call yourself stop going to church, but you started going to church on Sunday. Meaning, you call yourself stop going to the club, but you was going to the club Sunday morning. I got family. I know exactly what happened. So like I say, if I got people in my family I seen for a fact go to a certain church, mega church, for 20 years straight and their ass ain't changed yet. Still ain't changed. Still the same. With that, come on, y'all. But I'm telling y'all, is those days are over. So my point is, this is my opinion. If you call yourself a real person that go to church, you better go to one of them boring churches, all right? Go to one of them churches with no music. If you a real Christian, go to one with no music, all right? That's a real church. So I'm just being real and read your book. Other than that, no, this show is over. This show is over. Because y'all also forget, it was many of churches across America that were scamming and scheming, criminals working, ex-felonies, ex-this, ex-that, all in the church scheming and scamming. How I know that? Because even the special with that woman who got a bat, okay, y'all know the story of the basketball player, his wife put a hit on him. Long story short, the basketball player from Memphis years ago, his wife put a hit on him. But the thing is, her and her lover, who she got to do the killing, they went to Texas and joined the church. They were working in the church. So I was saying, I'm trying to tell you, these days been coming out for, like I said, I watch a lot of specials. So I've been seeing this for, this been going on for years. Dudes be doing certain shit in this state. He done took a woman's life in St. Louis. He go become a pastor in Texas. This shit been going on for years. Meaning, it's been corrupt. Been corrupt. It's not a coincidence. People go to church fresh out of prison. I train my ways. People be fresh off the street, crackhead. I'll train my ways. But what happened is they don't always change their ways. They don't change their ways, y'all. So this is for them. Anybody who changed their ways is not for you. Anybody who does the right thing is not for you. And y'all got to learn, if it don't apply, let it fly. Because if you was really deep in your faith and deep in your book and beliefs, you would already seen this coming. Meaning, see this like this. The real smart, look, a real Christian knows when they being fed BS. Because you know what they're going to do? Get up out their church and walk away. They ain't coming back. See, real Christians, when they go to church, they looking for that word. And if that word don't match, they leaving. They not with none of that. So this ain't to them. This is just everything I've been telling y'all. The jig is up. Because see, when I went into my research of religion, far as definitely this religion, see the difference in Baptists people didn't get. The difference in Baptists, you don't got to explain nothing. So the truth is, Baptist churches are carried out the way they're supposed to be. They don't have to explain nothing. They ain't got to break nothing down. It's supposed to be what it is. So when you understand where that church come from, who started it, and who it was given to, then you understand why it was nothing but a show. Because when they gave it to the people, it was supposed to be a show. Meaning, you guys, remember back then you couldn't read. You ain't supposed to know how to read. Don't worry about reading. So that's why to this day, you don't read the book. And you don't know the book to this day. But you know them songs. You know those cliches. But you didn't look at the internet has come out. Research has been done. People have been trying to search for truth. And a lot of people searching for truth, they got out those churches. So being that a lot of y'all didn't get it, DRUSKI is here to show you. It's all a joke. Because this shit went viral, 43 million views around the world. You see what I'm saying? Meaning everybody know what's up. And don't get it twisted. This is not him joking on the church. This is not him joking on Christianity. This is strictly for the black church. That's right. Which is the concert that goes on Sunday morning, which is being shut down. Why? Tax exempt money, 501c3, scamming, and shit like that. And plus, they understood people sleep, so they don't need them no more. All right, so as you see, the harsh reality, y'all. And that's why this episode is tied in with Tyler Perry, because everything we spoke about. Tyler Perry was the one that infiltrated the church. After Sunday, they were going to see Tyler Perry movies. Tyler Perry played on the church. He played with the church. He played and focused on the church people. You're going to see it now. Tyler Perry's whole focus was the church people. But see, church people, y'all got to see, it was the Atlantic experience. See, the Atlanta experience made a mockery of church. And then it became a fad around America. See, go to church on Sunday. Dress fresh. Get your finest car. Always keep a new car. Your preacher going to have a Benz. He going to be fresh. You going to be fresh. And y'all going to come to church. But see, they knew something. Once they turn the church into a celebrity event, you can't no longer say you don't got no money. That's right. They got smart with the church. We're going to make it like going out. So being that y'all pull up in Benzes and y'all nice cars, you can't say you ain't got no money. So when we pass that plate around that 10%, yeah, that money going to look good now. See, the money in the church looked way better nowadays than back in the day. So look at back in the day when you had real churches struggling, the pay bills. They couldn't get no money from the poor because you couldn't get money from the poor. You get it? You get what I'm saying? But this era, they made it a celebrity thing. Where you can look at the parking lot and see what it looked like. But I wanted all the church members to know. No, these churches got smarts. If we step the levels up of the church, if the pastor steps it up, the people gonna step it up. So if I'm your preacher and I get on my celebrity swag, y'all gonna get on y'all celebrity swag. But guess what? Now y'all can't say y'all don't got no money. Because I done set the tone. This church, you gotta have some money. And this is what they've been doing, y'all. And this how it's been going. So meanwhile, it's one thing, like I say, I'm a fair person. Hey, if your church shining and y'all about all of that, that's okay. But if he is not going into that word, and them people at that church are still savages, no. Them days are over. So that's all I'm telling y'all, man. That's it. So that's why it's a prank. Worship services often resemble award shows, and sermons blur into motivational speeches designed to emotionally loosen wallets. Well, I always tell people how you'll know when you went in a bogus church is if you go in and come out the same, or if you don't feel different, or you're gonna know. It's like simple. So the way he came down on the string, that shit was fucking hilarious. Playing that Kirk Franklin, hilarious, y'all. But to see that what makes it so funny is the truth. It's the straight truth. Like, it's the truth, man. Y'all just watch Bishop Lamar Whitehead in Brooklyn. That's what he joking on him too. He joking on everybody. Fool got on Louis Vuitton shoes. he said these are Christian. These are Christian Louis Vuittons. He said these are Christian, and I'm walking in the blood of Jesus. All right, because everybody know they call them bloody shoes, red bottoms. You see what I'm saying? So he said he walking in the blood of Christ in those Christian Louis Vuittons, saying how the preachers, they only want designer. That's how they really be walking in the blood. You see what I'm saying? All in your face, y'all. But this been going on. So like I say, please nobody don't get mad, because this was what it is. And if you get mad, you just a damn devil. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Any person in their right mind would already know what's up. I mean, I saw it with my own family. Like, I know what's up. I see them be loyal. I see them get finessed. I just seen so much stuff they've been doing. And like I said, in my opinion, once I understood these black churches got Wi-Fi in it, and they was letting them be on their tablets, I been knew they was a joke. That was 10 years ago, like 2016. People telling me they be on tablets and they're reading a book. They be in there with their tablets, y'all, in the church. And come on. Just saying, like I tell you, man, I wasn't raised in it like that, but I still respect the real way. So if you try to convince me to come to church and you want me to think your church real, and I say, well, how y'all church is? Well, we be on tablets. First of all, I can do that at home. And for two, y'all didn't understand that was a way to keep the book out your hand, dummy. Keep that book out your hand. Put anything in your hand but the book. You're going to become separate one. You're not going to be one with the book. Just know that. Yeah, you're going to go to church, but you're not going to be one with the book, which is aka the what? The word. See, you was going to church, but you never was one with the word. You was one with the preacher. And that's why he said, I shall impregnate the whole congregation. All right? Because you became, and that's why I say, a lot of y'all going to suffer for that. Because you were walking into these places and you know damn well you was worshiping man. You was worshiping that man. You know damn well you were worshiping the man. But you didn't know in the end that man was going to be your great deceiver that couldn't help you in the end, or didn't give you no words of advice or no words of the path to take. That's why you'll know. If you went to church all this time and when 2025 came in, you didn't know which path you was on. There's you answer. Like I say, these are things you're going to answer for yourself. Judgment is upon yourself. Nobody's going to judge you. Everything is going to fall upon you as we go on. Because in this land of fantasy land, a lot of people knew this shit wasn't right, y'all. But guess what? They just want to be a part of it. It's an ego thing. See? When you go to church, even some people go, y'all know you in there, you see stuff ain't right, you know certain things ain't right, but you just stay. You don't say, I'm done with this. Because ain't no truth in you. That's why. See, when the spirit of truth is in you, man, you're going to go with the spirit of truth 24/7. Meaning, if something ain't right, I don't need nobody tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? We together. Somebody, you about to do this. I don't need to. I'm gone. See what I'm saying? Just that simple. That's it, man. So when you like I say, people entertaining demonic so this is what they've been doing. Party that night. What else been happening? They started to come as you are. That's the whole joke of the concert. Come as you are. All right, come as you are. Also meant bring your behavior, bring your tightness, bring it all. Come as you are. Because you know what I'm saying? And then they started the men start coming to church early so they could make it home for the game at 12. So they ain't want to go to the 12 o'clock service no more. So I've been watching all this. How people go to church, right? But they started pulling stunts like they ain't really want to be down with church no more. So they just start going morning and hurry up and get out real quick. So what I'm saying? And y'all know damn well, I know back with my grandmother, they don't get out of church about 5 p.m., bro. You know that. Because you know back in the day, I don't know about y'all. My grandma went to Pentecostal church. So I know back in the day on a Sunday, you go to church with her. You going to be going your Sunday is finished. You going to eat good and all that. But plus I understood back, I talked a little devil, so I knew. Go to church with grandma this Sunday. Next Saturday, we going shopping. So I was smart. So, but I knew when you go to church with grandma, you going to Sunday school food. You going to sit in there. Then you going to sit in the class. And then grandma usher, you going to be in that all day. You ain't getting out till that it's dark. So y'all know this. The real church, you ain't get out till it's dark. So you going to see this era started this. Go to church real quick. Y'all went to church real quick. They was doing it for a fad, y'all, so they could say y'all went to church. Man, you know damn well you would have just go there and run out real quick. Soon as they were ready, y'all, they don't even stand in the church parking lot no more. They just go to say they went. Now, the truth is, a lot of them know it's BS. But you know what happened to a lot of church members? This is what happened to church members, y'all. A lot of church members get extorted too, y'all. This is what happened to them, their ego and pride. This is what happened to them. This shit be hilarious. I watch that in my own family. They'll be with a church. Know damn well that church ain't doing right. But they locked in with that 10%. They locked in with them tithes, and they don't want to go press them, and they don't want to go keep it real and say, you know what? I'm not feeling this no more. I'm about to leave. They don't want to do that because they worried about the congregation. They worried about, and then they become locked in, y'all. They will sit at a church miserable for 5, 10 years. No, some of these, I watched it. Some of these churches were putting people in cult services. Some of these churches, y'all, are cults. They ain't no they're cults. They're a cult. Get a cult. Meaning you become a member, you ain't trying to leave. Back in the day, they didn't do that. I'll go to this church, that church. I'll go, I'm gonna find me a church. No, these are cults. And that's why they made it like that. Concert. So guess what? The truth is, y'all, at that church TD Jakes got, he really don't gotta preach the word like that. He really don't. That's the secret of the Baptist church, especially the mega churches. The honest to God truth is, he don't gotta preach the word in there. That's why you're going to see in the mega churches, they mostly do motivational speaking. Like a motivational speaking like when you go to a seminar, that's what they really are. Motivational seminars and concerts. They had nothing to do with preaching. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do with preaching. Okay. How you know that? Well, this is how you're going to know. The black church became debunked. Because I know for a fact, after 2020, they wasn't preaching certain things. And I also know that black church made sure they stayed away from Revelation. They wasn't going into that. Never in my life heard that come out of church. And not no black church. In Revelation, they're not touching that. So like I said, it's a reason why it's over. Because some things have happened already. And it's just what it is. And don't forget, the communities are crumbled. So it's proof that they have failed the communities. Or I'm not going to say just failed. Let me say this. Let me also be correct. The community have rejected. The community have rejected. See, when the whole community when people started claiming demon time, that was already the end of the church. And you didn't see the church stand up. We fighting this demon time. We tired of this. Our kids are not going to be demon. We fight. You didn't hear that, right? Okay. So it's a reason why things happen. See, when people started declaring demon time, that was part of evil declaring dominion over the earth. A lot of things happened already, like I said. And the whole time, they were quiet. So that's why I say they already got evaporated. Now it's the exposure, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't say, get TD Jakes out of here. Get Tyler Perry ass out of here. No. When Tyler Perry everything Tyler Perry did was to play with the church. When y'all claimed they was from the church, And they're the main ones that know certain stuff. Meaning the church people, the main ones know about abominations and all that, right? Okay, so how the heck are y'all the main people talking religion, going to church, always rubbing abomination in everybody else's face? But when abominations and everything started happening, the church was the most quiet and the most willing participants in all abominations. So I always tell y'all, if you wasn't raised in the church, meaning if you wasn't raised in the church, meaning you never was a member, you never was down with the church, it's not your fault you participated in abomination. Meaning, hey, life happens. But no, it was people in that church participating in straight abominations more than people that was already dirty. That's what I keep telling you. That's what all this about. All of this is about, what we watching, is the people who actually fell a victim, that claim to be the most righteous. See, you got to think, everybody that was talking junk once upon a time, they the main ones. I saw church people cheating. I saw all this stuff recent, y'all. I saw all recent. That's why I say I'm not playing with nobody. I know what I saw because I was watching my own family. I know what I've been seeing. Trust me on that. No, they have lost their faith. A lot of them lost their step. And I'm going to tell you, the real ones, they just sit at home and they just read their book, or they find the right church. Meaning, the people that really want the word, they don't care about no music. All right? So I'm just showing you. Or the preacher. So as you see, the sanctuary looks more like a high-end concert venue than a house of worship, complete with fog machines, mood music, and exaggerated theatrics. Saying everything DRUSKI is joking on is what going in the church. Because I want y'all to see that what's being illustrated, thank you very much. What's being illustrated is everything other than the word, or everything extra more than the word. Now, I'm always be fair. Like I said, it's one thing if your preacher, he preaches butt off, he get to the word, he do what he do, and then at the same time, they party their butt off and they do a whole bunch of stuff too. But if they not giving that word and they not giving certain things, no, they full of crap. Get it? So here you see it. They mostly resign award shows and motivational speeches. And like I say, the motivational speech comes in like this. See, when the motivational speaker part gets into TD Jakes, he got books, TD Jakes. Now you're going to church for TD Jakes, the motivational speaker. You're not going for the word, but that's how it is. That's the trick. You're going for the motivational speaker. So yes, you're going to see TD Jakes. Yes, he might be a motivational speaker. Yes, he might tell you some good things. But TD Jakes and that building has nothing to do with the word. Has nothing to do with religion. That's the part y'all didn't get. Part of the trick. Part of the trick to get you out. Okay, you've been on this planet a long time. Now you don't know what a church look like on the outside. You don't know what a church look like from just a regular building. See? No, y'all. No, a lot of y'all were in temples. That's a damn temple. There's a difference between a church and a damn temple. Y'all didn't know that neither. A lot of y'all were going to temples, not no damn church. All right? Not no church. Like I say, I got historical churches around me. I got about 3 of them. Still see the bell, the watchtower, the bell. Bells still go off at 12 certain times a day. Ding, ding. Real churches, y'all. Know what I'm saying? I know a real church from bogus churches. No, when you hear that hall and temple, no, those are cult buildings. That's why they tell you temple. The temple of this, the temple of that. That is not a church, y'all. So that's why I say a lot of y'all walk into your own destruction. All right. So like I said, a lot of times it's not the preacher's fault. Sometimes it's just not. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, it's not the preacher's fault. Because the preacher has a job to do. If I go to it, if you say, let's go to this church, and I say, man, I'm trying to get the word, man. I'm trying to change my ways. If I'm sitting there and I know damn well what this man doing in my face, for one, I'm not even feeling him. I know he's full of crap. It's my job to get up and leave or say, man, I ain't coming back to that church. It's my job to say that. It ain't his fault because he got a show to do. His show must go on. It's my job to say, nah, man, this shit ain't right, man. I ain't coming back here. This is BS. Bingo. So what I say, some people like to participate in the BS because it had nothing to do with the word. Nothing to do at all. So this is what happened. It was this game where people was, this was happening to us, y'all. People was in our face fronting like they go to church and they better than us. The whole time, no, they replaced nightlife and street activity with bogus church activity, hanging out on Sundays. So I'm saying, I'm gonna go to the church, put on my clothes like the club, and then after the church club, we're gonna go out to eat like we do at a regular club. After we go to Waffle House after the nightclub, well, we're gonna go to church after that. We're gonna eat some food. They just switched it up. Some people's full of shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They were just playing a role, meaning, oh, I play this role, doing out I'm a good Christian, I don't do this, but the whole time they carrying it like the club in the street. Why? They lusting off Reverend so-and-so. They creeping around with Bishop so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? Come on. My mother told me they stole the envelope. Somebody at church stole the envelope, y'all. So one of the home members stole the envelope, the money in it. Come on, y'all. And then she said they put it back a couple weeks later. Come on, y'all. Ben knew what was going on. So like I said, it's just coming to an end now for that era. Told you it's all together. That's why he was playing Kirk Franklin, because that's when it started. That's when it started. Kirk Franklin was the Diddy of the church. That's when it all started. Has y'all wrapped up in that hip-hop. You're going to be wrapped up in R&B, freaky music. Your church going to be a concert. And 30 years after that, y'all faith should disappear. And it happened already. All right? That's what happened. But you got to remember this one thing. It was the people that did it. It's not the preachers. It's the people. You see that? Okay. Let's look at that. Let's look at TDJ's church. If the people are gone, he don't got a church now, do he? But as long as the people keep coming back, whose fault is it? Is it TDJ's fault? No. They keep coming back. Which means I know the truth ain't the word ain't in none of them. You know what I'm saying? They all blind. It's that simple. Because the wolf in sheep clothing performs every Sunday at some of these places, and he's right in your face. But they don't want to acknowledge it. Because remember, it was, this is what happened, y'all. It was more clout in me saying, it was better for me to say, I go to TD Jake's church. That's the clout. You know what I'm saying? I go to TD Jake's church. He my preacher. Has nothing to do with the word now, does it? This is what man did to themselves, and that's why man gonna pay. TD Jakes ain't gonna save them. He ain't nowhere around. And meaning, this is what you gotta understand. Y'all know this. We all know it's millions of TD Jakes in America. And they in every black neighborhood somewhere near you. That's right. So I'm gonna tell y'all, if you really want the word, go to a church without no damn music. Go to a church that's boring as possible. That's a real church. Start by going to a church that look like a church. Try that first. I say that. All right. On top of that, let's go. DRUSKI Collect and Praise Ministries. That's the name of the skit. Collect and praise. And that's what they do. Collect and praise. So at the end of the day, he also showing you puppet on the string. All right, so let's go. Exposing the dark side of mega church culture. Mega church culture. Damn, they down with so many cultures. Mega church culture. See that? Just listen to these words, y'all. What the hell is a mega church culture? Keyword, a bunch of idiots that are, you know who, that participate in fucking club activity. And wherever they go, it's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Even though the book says, what, 2 or more, 3 or more, something like that, they don't deal with that book 2 or more. No, they deal with that book like a club. If it ain't a club environment, they're not dealing with that book at all. You get it? There has to be a club environment for them people to do anything. Everything they do got to be a club environment, or they not with it. That's why they always say we and us. We got to do this. We got to do this. Us. No. Okay, y'all, I'm not the smartest man. Does anything in the Bible say to find God is we? Does anything say about for me to find? If I want to find God in my life, does it say anything about we? I need y'all to help find him. I'm for real. Because I want y'all to understand this we shit. That's what destroyed a lot of y'all. We shall, all this we stuff. Whatever happened to me? Okay. So being that y'all kept saying we, they kept saying, let's get this money. And when it's all said and done, them people that say we gonna overcome, they gonna fall on their face. They gonna not only they ain't overcoming nothing. And that's what's gonna happen in the end. And because like I say, y'all, They went too long with it. So as you see, Drewski is trolling TD Jakes because he from Dallas just like TD Jakes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Meaning, yeah, he trolling TD Jakes, the congregation, everybody. And what they showing you? How the preacher not only be getting money, the preacher be drinking Monster motivated. Can you imagine if you found out your preacher drank Red Bulls before the sermon? That's called fake energy, man. That's called the word is not in him, man. He dealing with fake energy, man. See this? Showing you, man. Showing you. Meaning it went on for so long. Y'all saw this your whole life. You been knew these jokes went on, but you never thought it was gonna come to an end. No, what Drewski just did solidifies the end of that, the end of this whole spectacle. It's over. Y'all knew that when y'all saw Mace become a preacher and then turn back into a goddamn YouTuber. All right, a rapper turner. They were pranking y'all. You accept anybody as a preacher because your preachers are gonna be celebrities. They know the real God. A lot of y'all trusted is money. So long as the preacher look like he got money, got him every time. If a preacher, he not dressed a certain way, they'll make an excuse why they don't like him. I don't like him like that. I don't like him like that. See that? Bingo. Nah, man. It's a reason why things are the way they are. So let's go. So you, man, this Drewski's a damn fool, man. He is an idiot and he's a fool. But when he did that Hebrew Israelites, that's hilarious, man. That's right. This isn't parody. They're saying this ain't a joke. This for real. What they saying is everything Drewski is joking on is actually what really happens. That's why they saying this ain't a parody. That's why I want y'all to see the description. Exposing the dark side of mega church culture. For those who don't know, they telling you it's a dark side of it. Meaning the preachers are dark. The preachers are really wicked. That's the skit. See that? Drewski's mega church pastor skit hits 43 million views. All right? They're showing you. This is the mockery of the black church, what they do, what they accept, how they live. And this is the reason why things are different for them now. They were practicing a false religion. They were dealing with, let me say this, deceivers. They were dealing with false doctrines. All right? They got tricked by the great deceivers. And that's what happened. All right? This isn't parody pulled from the air. This isn't parody. They tell you this ain't no stuff just made up out of thin air. Drewski's character is clearly inspired by the modern megachurch ecosystem, where worship services often resemble award shows and sermons blur. So they tell you it's an ecosystem. It's a system of getting money. All right? So like I tell you, everything is a damn system. So when I tell you a lot of y'all are trapped in systems and programs, it's called you're a follower. And that's how it works. When you can't stand up and say, you know what, this church ain't right, I'm gone. Or when you know damn well your tithes is like a bill. I'm not, like I say, man, I have busted my people, right? Stuff to the point where like they members at this church so long, but they don't know when I come to their house or I look in their refrigerator ain't even up to par. I'm able to see how they living for real. But you still down there at church, ain't you? You still, I bet you both of y'all giving them tithes, ain't y'all? That's right. Meanwhile, y'all out here struggling, right? Because y'all don't want to see, y'all want to keep grunting and making excuses, but y'all don't want to say we leaving. Bingo. Told you that's why it's a reason why a lot of people are going to suffer. Thank you very much, Black the Free Thinker. It's a reason why people are going to suffer. So like I said, let's make this clear. This is what people didn't get. Pastor, preacher, Bible, church, religion, all of those are separate things. All those things are separate. But people thought it was all the same. Their brain was trained, pastor means Bible. Pastor means church. Preacher means church. If a guy's outside on the corner preaching his ass off, holding a book in his hand, he's preaching, y'all. He's preaching. If a man outside holds a book and he breaks down that Bible, screaming his ass off with two people standing there, that's a church right there, dummy. If he's standing under a tree with a crowd around him, that's church. But you don't see that as a church, do you? See that? So I tell you, even though I was raised a certain way, meaning I was raised, any church fiber comes from my grandmother. But as a teenager, I wasn't raised in no church. I wasn't made to go. But as I got older, no matter what I did, I always knew respect for people that's righteous, respect for people that's down with certain things. So I'm not going to smoke a cigarette in front of nobody that go to church. I'm not going to drink. If you tell me your parents go to church, I'm not going to drink a beer in front of them. And I tell y'all, you're trained to think everything is hiding and concealing and ashamed or being proud of everything. No. If I know those are real Christian people, I'm going to do certain things around them out of respect. That's me, because I'm not proud of everything. See what I'm saying? I'm not even going to drink a beer in front of them. Don't tell your people what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's shame, bro. I don't want them to know I smoke Black and Milds. Why? That's respect. To this day, I might walk across the street for passing the church. Stuff like I say, certain things. You don't walk past the church smoking a cigarette. Certain things you just don't do. Like I say, it's certain things in me. I don't know about other people. So it's certain things in me. I might just call it good luck. There's certain things I just ain't doing. Get it? All right. But when I tell y'all with that proud stuff, see what happened when you had people on the street. Look, when a lot of us knew, okay, we grew up, the liquor store knew this. What? Alcohol store. No beer until after 12. But what happened also? Some of y'all saw this. People start coming outside, drinking and smoking weed before people out of church. So people coming home from church, seeing people outside smoking weed. So they get out of church smelling weed smoke and seeing people getting high on the block. You know what I'm saying? Because people didn't even have the dignity to say, you know what, it's Sunday. Nah, man, we ain't coming outside till these later on. Don't do that. That's what started happening. It just started happening. And these things went on so long, people lost their way, y'all. You know what people lost their way? I know what happened. When the real Christians shut up, that's when the Black community was doomed. I'm just going to tell you what happened. Because one thing I know for a fact, on them streets coming up at a certain time, man, them church people's on our ass. Talking about they might just pull up out of nowhere. That's how they used to do. They'll pull up on you. You know what I'm saying? No matter where we at, on a block, store, corner, they might just come out of nowhere on you. Oh, shit. Here they come. But they was doing their work. They were doing their job. Y'all, they were working. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to flip us into the church. But we were corrupt. They knew it. But they was doing their real works. They don't do that no more. They fraud. So I want y'all to get it right. They all fraud. And everybody with it is fraud. So I tell you, I always respect the real ones. Because they got a job to do. They're supposed to be righteous. They're supposed to try to teach you the word. That's what they're supposed to do. So I'm saying? Free will. Free will. So why I say that? No, man, they free will was getting money. So now you see it, right? No, the Black community got pranked. The camera then cuts backstage where the holy performance is stripped away. The pastor is shown counting stacks. Thank you very much. I'm just being me. The preacher is counting stacks after the sermon. So you seeing after the performance, he's counting the money. Thank you very much. Oh, well, 501c3 is the control of these satanic bishops here too. That and the Babylon, yeah. That's why they're done. That's why they all finished. Like I say, it's all exposed. It's all out the closet. That's right. It's just out now. It's out. It's finished. And that's why DRUSKI is exposing it. All right? He's exposing it because it's time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Steve. That's what it is. See, remember, everything is in time. And I want people to get that. See, it was a time before you couldn't play like that. See, DRUSKI would have been messing up money. He'd have been a problem. So I'm saying, but he can do it now because it's over. It's a revelation. Hey guys, those mega churches full of crap. So for the people that stuck to their little small church, you might have did right. For the people that said, I'm cool at my church, I don't got to go to the big church, y'all did right. Because that whole mega thing, it is what it was. It is showing you right now. All right? And that's why TD Jakes ain't got no job no more. All right? Because that's what he did to Dallas. He bled Texas all that free money. And you know that's a tax-free state. Yeah. Celebrity preachers, y'all. As he was getting rich off books. TD Jakes made more money off his books than the church. Because he's a motivational speaker. And what happened is they started giving y'all motivational speakers, not real pastors and preachers. Remember, a real pastor and preacher's in his heart. Motivational speaker, that's just off his tongue. You know what I'm saying? That's just off his tongue. It ain't got to do with his heart. You know what I'm saying? So, treating the congregation as nothing more than revenue streams. The message is subtle, but devastating. Behind the divine branding, this is a business first. Lavish hypocrisy. So, that's the whole purpose of this skit. Because, comedians tell the truth. And yes, DRUSKI is now the top comedian in America. He is America's most funniest man. And all other comedians, they do not have a job no more. So like I said, the joke is DRUSKI started on social media, but now he's a Hollywood star damn near. He's already on TV and Google commercials. He's American brand. And the rest of the comedians, they're finished. They are now YouTubers and podcasters, and they get checks for appearances. I told you, the era we come from is now finished. DRUSKI is now the funniest. Let's go. Now, why I say that? Because behind every joke is truth. This whole thing is based on the hypocrisy of these people, the preacher and the crowd, how it's nothing but a show, and at the end of the day, it's all about stacking that money. And they're going to come back again next week because they all willing participants. All right? So, that's what they were telling you. What you're not getting is, anywhere you run, they got you. You're going to listen to that rap with Diddy, and then you're going to go to your church, but he also the Diddy of church. Because they started giving y'all celebrities on every platform. Once they understood, y'all look up to anybody with money. Back in the 90s, they started creating celebrity everybody. All right? The celebrity movie director, the celebrity preacher, the celebrity rapper, the celebrity gospel singer, the celebrity CEO. They started giving y'all fake characters, y'all. Fake characters. You get it? A CEO that don't got a college degree. That's called a goddamn character, y'all. You know what I'm saying? A CEO with no degrees in business management. No masters, no nothing. No, I tell you, they were pranking y'all. Pranking you. So that one day you're going to grow up to believe all that shit and you're going to be an idiot when it's 2026. So once again, we've been knew this was up. This is DRUSKI letting the world know it's over. He letting everybody in Dallas know. That guy named TD, this is what he was doing. Meaning he letting everybody know that whole movement is finished. And like I said, my same grandmother that was taking me to church, in the end, she loved us some TD Jakes. But she didn't get to see the end when TD Jakes got exposed. And I told y'all before, it's a reason why all this stuff happening. All this stuff happening, I think would have been took my grandmother out because she couldn't have bared all this stuff she revealed. That's revealed. You know what I'm saying? Smokey getting exposed. Nah, this too much. It's too much for the older people. This giving some of them strokes too. They cannot believe this stuff. Yeah. So as you see it, right? You people not looking at how much money was when we speak about some things that never be figured out. If we actually could figure out how much money got taken out these communities the past 30 years, if we actually could calculate that, that's what I want y'all to get. That's why when people be screaming and we talking, we'll sound like big ass fools. When people can sit back and say, well, we did, according to all these 501c3s, they gave a lot of money to them churches. Do you know they gave $30.8 billion to them churches in 30 years? Well, that was the money in their communities to build a lot of stuff, but you know what I'm saying? Meaning, people never look at that. You always, I say, when I tell y'all this poor shit is out, this poor stuff is just finished, okay? Okay, y'all community supposed to be poor, but a preacher can open up a church and make millions in y'all neighborhood. The same neighborhood y'all say poor, we can put somebody can come there tomorrow and make millions in that same community in a couple of years, become a millionaire. Y'all same community, y'all keep talking about y'all poor at, somebody could put a store and in a couple of years they're a millionaire, but you're still talking about how poor you are. You're still talking about poverty. Are you getting this shit now? No. You're only poor because you make poor decisions. You guys only poor because you're insane. What is insanity? You keep doing the same shit over and over. And what made you more insane, You not only kept doing the same stuff over and over, you kept believing the same stuff, and you kept coming back in super insanity. Get it? So this is what happened for so long. And I tell you what, this is why I make these jokes. No, our elders were smarter than us. We are dumber now because ain't no way in hell some of our real people they wouldn't accept this stuff. They knew it was BS. So my point is this. See that? They know this era, they accept anything. So when Denzel got accused of freak off parties, this was him redeeming himself. But we already had our laughs and jokes. He was playing around with their religion because it's a mockery. Everybody else did it. He said, I'm going to do it too. All right, that's right. And he also know they're going to buy it. I'm Denzel. All I got to do is they're going to buy it. They're going to forget all about that Diddy stuff. So I just wanted y'all to see. It's been a mockery of y'all church. It ain't never going to be a mockery of the word. Never that. Never a mockery of the book. No, y'all buildings and facilities are a joke. And it's time for them to crash as well. So you thought it was just going to be hip-hop? No, I told y'all they whole culture, they whole community, y'all. They don't got no more leaders. They don't got no more, they have no more structure. They have no more nothing. In the end, they're going to implode on each other. That's right. They're going to slay each other in the end. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's happening now. Why am I saying that? We dealing with the coldest winter ever. And there's no help. No help. Okay, this coldest winter ever, y'all. Let's ask these questions. Did you see any churches doing work? It's been cold this whole winter. Holiday. Did you see a lot of churches doing work? Did you see it with your own eyes? I didn't see it. So you don't gotta be the smartest person. If you know it's been hell since welfare shut down, and you didn't see the church movement increase since the government shut down, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Arctic blast, cold New Year's. If you ain't seen no relief from no churches yet in your communities, you got all your answers. So let's ask the question. Do a lot of y'all go to church or a lot of y'all in cults? This is how you're going to know you're in a cult. Only way you're going to know you're in a cult. Now you're going to know you're in a cult. The only way you're going to know you're in a cult when it's time to leave. So I'm going to tell y'all all right now. If you can't leave your church, you're in a cult. If you scared to leave your church, meaning if you know for a fact it's BS going on and you scared to leave, you in a cult. You in a cult. So I want y'all to understand that. Some of y'all do go to real churches, but some of y'all are in cults. And you go to temples. Very simple, y'all. So the truth is, if you go to a place that's a temple and it don't say church on it, in reality, you can't get mad at that man because he's not he didn't declare the preacher of a church. It says temple outside. You walked in on your own. See, a lot of y'all didn't know that, right? Simple. Simple. All right. So they converted churches into temples, and that's what happened. That's what the singing and dancing about. Everything went on in the temples of you know what? Going on the temples of these temples. And that's what happened. Singing and dancing going in the temple. Let's go. What else in the temple? Cross-dressing in the damn temple, man. All sex. Everybody permitted in the temple, and it come as you are. Damn right. Straight, crooked, don't matter. It's the temple. Y'all didn't learn from the People's Temple. Jim Jones, you didn't learn. So all you kept getting was the same Jim Jones program, the People's Temple. It's just that T.D. Jakes didn't take y'all to Guyana. Or your church didn't take you nowhere. They just took all your money and chilled out. They didn't slay you. They just slayed you financially and left. Yeah. See that? So, the honest to God truth with everybody, y'all, from what I observed, the Real Science Project test was done on the church with Tyler Perry, but that was 20 years ago. If the church would have went against Tyler Perry 20 years ago, Tyler Perry would have never had a career. How do we know that? And I tell y'all, this is why I always get mad at everybody. Because when we were teenagers, when I was a teenager, Christians was on our ass 24/7. Cursing, y'all. Cursing alone. When these hip-hop albums started coming out with all this cursing and all that cursing, what the Christians do? What the church people do? Let me clarify that. Stop saying Christian. The black church. What did they say? They had a problem, right? See, Lord, they always, they mean it. When we were young, they made us the target, y'all. That's my whole beef with this whole era. Me and my peers of my era were blamed for everything evil and foul. That's why I say y'all don't know what I faced. We were blamed for everything. But then somehow we changed our ways and everybody else became bad. And not only that, everybody became hypocrites. That's what I'm telling you. So they was going hard against us when we was young with our rap music. But I didn't see that same energy when it came time for that cross-dressing. See that? Meaning you never saw the church people get on top of that cross-dressing stuff like they did rap music. And that's my whole point. It was never fair. But I told you back then, I've been peeping out the church people. I have been peeping out them ever since they were going to the plays, ever since they were watching. When I would go to church people's house and they would have Tylerperry on bootleg in their house, I was looking at them sideways back then because I always knew this about. We were playing a role of a deer with the gun, all this shooting, all that was devil shit, clowning our grandmothers, y'all. It was all mockery. I ain't even talking about him dressing up. He was clowning and trolling grandmothers. He was disrespecting the church, making a mockery of church members, a joke of the black woman, because the history of the black woman in the church goes hand together, hand in hand. That's the history, damn it. There's no separation of that. He desecrated that. He desecrated the relationship of grandma, the woman, and the church, making a joke. And he's the one that it's not cool to be a grandmother. It's not cool to be an elder, meaning the gray hair represents the wisdom of that elder woman that ain't tolerating that bullshit. He made a mockery of that. So that's why now you don't got no grandmothers. You don't got that. Get it? Also, the other joke is most of our grandmothers are from an era of hanky-panky. Most church members are from an era of hanky-panky. That's why they all accepted it. Are you getting it? Most of this era used to like disco music. Most of this era, they grew up watching Flip Wilson. This era in the church, they love Shanae on Martin. Are you getting it? They were raised different from us, y'all. So they loved it all. That's the difference. That's the exposure. See that? They were raised on all that freaky stuff. So when that freakiness came in the church, they were cool with it, y'all. I told you it's a revelation. They were all cool with it because they were raised in that shit. Get it? This ain't number Jerry Dean, Flip Wilson. They raised on that. Shanae. Living Color. Wanda. They accepted it. The era that thought all them jokes were funny were the era that accepted it in their church. It wasn't my era because we didn't go to church like that. All right? And we wasn't raised like y'all. Y'all were raised in church. Then y'all became Greeks. That's what happened to y'all, fool. All right? My era became a bunch of knucklehead gangsters. All right? So what I mean by that, everybody went down the devil's path one way or another. Huh? Are you willing to accept it? Then again, who cares? I'm just letting y'all know what happened. All right? No, there's more devils in church than righteous people, period. In the mega churches, that's why all the devils run there. The smaller the church, the better. The devils don't like the small churches. They run for them shit. They like mega churches. So, DRUSKI clowned the church, put it on blast, but these are direct shots at T.D. Jakes because he's the mega church man. All right? So, once again, you can look at it as jokes get mad, but a lot of y'all, this y'all last warning. This y'all last warning to get out them fake-ass churches because they let you know, y'all stay in them fake churches, y'all going to be broke as hell. That's right. They let y'all know. And they also let you know the mega churches ain't going to do nothing for you. They let y'all, it's all fair game, y'all. So y'all take it how y'all want to take it. See that? Tylerperry playing in church. When was that man ever anointed, y'all? When? He's an actor acting like church. A church member was supposed to football tackle Tylerperry ass right then and there. God damn it, if a woman tried to stab Martin Luther King, you gonna tell me no woman couldn't tackle Tylerperry for that? It's people in there knew that was blasphemy. It's people that knew that. You'll see that man in the back of Tylerperry don't really like what he's looking at. But you'll also see another black man in the back smiling and laughing. Those people, it's some people know that stuff ain't right he doing, y'all. What's good, C Mills? So like I said, the jig is up. Y'all don't have no religion no more. All right. I'm talking about that community. Y'all don't have one. All right. And what I'm saying that, what y'all follow all this whole behavior, that shit come from a certain time. And y'all don't want to let that go neither. But when you do your research on who started the Baptist church, then maybe you'll get some answers to your life. Because the men that created it, even though y'all all talk that blackity black talk, the Baptist church was started by some men from England, and it was started out of rebellion. And then you're going to know why that church always been based on rebellion. And when you join that church, they're going to introduce you to every other rebellious movement and organization. And you're going to do everything except for learn that word. And that's the whole plan. You're going to do everything but learn the word. So therefore, when certain things transpired, they didn't know what was going on, y'all. They didn't know. So, and know what else happened? The pastor, he exits stage left. He dips off and slides away. He disappears. All right? And that's what they showing you all in the skit. Playing with your religion that you accepted. Now, let's go. Let's go. Now, like I said, the only reason why people accepted Tyler Perry, he stamped himself off official people. Now that everything is slowed up, y'all got the recipe on this whole Hollywood thing. Tyler Perry became who he is because of the people around him. You put Tyler Perry and Jay-Z together, they are the same characters. One, you're going to be the top rapper, the CEO guy. The other one, you're going to be the top film director, the other guy. And you two guys are going to control the black reality with magic of film and audio and video. Anything on reality, they will get it from these two guys, these two men. One rapper, one film director. Their whole reality will be based on those two. These two men will give them the vision and perception of what it means to be black in the new millennium. And they shall look up to them. Even though in the end now, you got your proof. They can't do nothing for you. They're nowhere around. They haven't got a leg to stand on. But this is what it was. So this is what I'm telling you. When Jay-Z was a rapper, he had all these big people already around him. When Tyler Perry got in his game, all these big people already around him. When I speak about Antoine Fuqua, the one that made Training Day, we speak about the Hughes brothers, John Singleton. They earned their bones. They didn't do that. No, when John Singleton had Janet Jackson, it was organic. You see what I'm saying? When John Singleton did his thing with Angela Bassett and Ice Cube, it was organic. He didn't know. He was picked by Oprah, guaranteed to win. Media company giving guarantee. No, he worked for Oprah. He the face of Oprah. You're going to make the black movies, run the black department. You're going to run the black scripts. Any black script we make of destruction, you're going to promote it. You're going to give your life to the screen. You're going to take the credit. You're going to be the face of it. That's all he did. But he built this back off of people that put in work. When you know goddamn Janet Jackson, go back to Penny. When you know Jill Scott been singing her ass off years ago. He built his name off of blacks that were already established in the black community. Then you're going to see, once he's done with them, they become lesser, he becomes greater. This is when it happened. The movie, Why Did I Get Married? Tyler Perry gets all the credit. See that? Somehow Janet had to move to Saudi, all this other shit. No. Now let me show you. Now Jill Scott is separating herself. Yeah, everything I've been saying, that's why this update. Because I told you Jill Scott been trying to come back out, and she don't want to sink. But this is what the public said. Now let's check it out. Jill Scott. Now I'm gonna say this about Jill Scott. She is the only, as of now, she's a celebrity going against him. Like which is what she basically saying. She ain't like the way she was treated. But y'all know I was just talking about this week. He put you in dirty roles or low down roles or piece of shit roles. He put her in a BS losing ass role. Get it? And she probably understanding that now. You're going to see, because I said it the other day. After you do a movie with Tyler Perry, you don't go to the next level. Now let's ask, Jill Scott is a good actor in that movie. Why she didn't go to a higher level? Why Monique ain't go? Why when you deal with Oprah and Tyler, you don't go to a higher level? When Fantasia, no, it's a reason for that, y'all. So I think Jill Scott's starting to figure it out. What's up, Punch? I think she's figuring it out. Like, yo, I'm not going down with this shit. Jill Scott hated how she was treated filming iconic Tyler Perry role. Did background actors go too far in preparing Jill Scott for a scene? Let's go. This is what they saying about you, Jill Scott. They not buying your shit. I'm saying, too little, too late. Let sleeping dogs lie. Regardless of role you should have reconsidered playing back then. So that's another thing. Like I tell y'all, with everybody telling all their old stories, they won't let shit be. That's why I said they fucking dumb. They the ones won't let old dogs lie. They want to keep bringing up old shit, old death, old murder, old story, old beef. Let shit die. They don't know how to do that. So what they said, dog, you the one who took the role, and that's what you're going to see that with all these actors. Now they want to cry, complain. I told y'all, man, Hollywood is a system. They only fronting for black people. Hollywood is a system, y'all. It's certain things your ass going to do and certain things it is what it is. It's just that the blacks get in that game. For one, they be naive and stupid. They just want to get rich. Then for two, they don't understand the roles they given. They don't understand. It's the same thing with contract. They don't understand the script to ask, okay, what is this movie about? What role am I going to play? What is the message? They don't understand these things. They just say, okay, I want to be in a movie. Janet going to be in it. Janet, Tyler Perry, I want it. And they just do it. But they don't respect, they don't understand this Hollywood shit, y'all. The truth is, y'all, those directors and people, they don't make you do nothing, y'all. They don't. It's just that you're going to be scared to say no, and you're going to be scared to leave that shit alone. That's the honest to God truth. When I tell you, Hollywood is a system, y'all. If I get down right now, I know it's going to be somewhere, some funny shit going to happen, or they going to try something, because that's just how it's going to be. It's hanky-panky, y'all, and it's going to be certain shit. A lot of them get down a certain way. But it's up for me to say I don't get down like that. It's up for me not to let no grown man touch on me. It's up for me to check my contract. Whether Tyler Perry's outright fruity man, it's my job as a businessman, an actor, to go in there with my paperwork right, do everything I'm supposed to do, and keep that shit professional. Period. And know the role I'm playing. Well, he want me to play a dirty role? Well, shit, Tyler, I might need some extra money, Tyler, because after I play this role, bro, I might even get him more movies after this. I'm going to be real like that. Like, man, I'll play it, but I'm telling you, I'm going to need some more money, man, because this shit, this might be my last movie, bro. Like, straight up. Meaning, I know what this role about. So you ain't going to trick me with the role. I'm going to know what it's about. Told you, black celebrities are dumb and showing now. They just look at the money, the fame. That is their mind training. Other people, y'all, understand that this is art. This is called the arts for a reason. It's about playing roles. That's what they show these dummies with all those plays. Brutus, somebody got to be the bad guy, dummy. Somebody got to play these roles. Back in the ancient times of acting, the men had to wear dresses. Period. Because they didn't let women act. These are the secrets of Hollywood that ain't secrets no more. The men always had to dress up. So when they be in front of your face, talking about, oh, I didn't wear a skirt, or the skirt should shut up. You know the skirt is part of Hollywood, dummy. It's part of it. So if I'm a straight man and I go to do a movie, and these people tell me they want me to dress up, bro, it's up to me to say if I'm going to do it or not, because I'm a damn actor. It's that simple. Either I'm going to do it or I ain't. Get it? And if I know I'm a man and they're going to pay me, if I choose to sell out and say, hey, I'm going to do it, it's up for me to do it. I can't say, they made me wear a dress or they tricked me. No, they don't work like that, y'all. It fucking don't. They be capping. The blacks be lying their ass off. When Robin Williams wore that dress, he didn't get tricked. No, because real actors know about playing roles, any role, on site. Okay? So let's get out the way. Even if you don't get, if I play a superhero with a tight-ass onesie, y'all, is the damn near the same thing as a damn dress. So I tell you, a lot of y'all brain work different. If I'm running around in a damn cat suit as a superhero, Okay, make it real life. If I walk outside with a one-piece tight suit on and some sneakers, what you gonna say about me? All right. If I do it in the movie, it's still like the same thing. A tight suit with my whole body showing, tight as hell, a spandex, or in a dress. It's damn near the same. Meaning it's costume. So my point is, they all know what they be doing. It's just that in the end, they can't live with it. That's all it is. All right? Because when you're in front of blacks, you got to make up lies and bullshit. Other than that, they full of shit. All right? And that's all you got to know. All right? Why did I get married? Here's the fucking face. This, when I showed you yesterday, this chick married, got a damn car shot up. Why? Let's get this clear. Why do idiots get married? That's why I say, why do fools fall in love? 2026, marriage is not the same. Meaning, no, idiots been getting married. Told you they made a mockery of marriage. If you and that person do not have no goals, y'all are not even best friends, please don't get married. Marriage is not based on how much sex you're going to have or how good it is. You can do that shit without being married. Another thing, no such thing as getting married broke. 2026, do not get married unless both of y'all have at least 4 figures in your accounts. Do not get married. It's a joke. All right? They made a mockery of marriage, y'all. So, this is the face of why did I get married. Memphis woman. Her husband cheated and shot her car. That's the face right there. Why did I get married? You see it? Yeah. I got something for y'all. Y'all thought I was playing around, right? So, throughout the years, when I kept frying these black women over baby hairs, I was trying to be their friend. When I was telling them, stop with the baby hairs. It's just a throwback from 1992, a movie called Ricochet with Denzel Washington. Do you see that little girl with baby hairs? So I told you, a lot of y'all were walking around looking like big-ass kids. Baby hair. All right? Told you it was a fad that happened already. All right? Baby hair right there. Baby hair with the braids. All right? It's upgraded now, but it's the same thing. It's just upgraded with better gel and better glue on. That's it. Same thing. Told you the trick was y'all gonna walk around looking like big-ass kids. Baby hair. But I want to salute y'all. I think that shit finally played out. Anyway, let's go. See, that's what they say. If you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. So that's why I say, when they try to put me back in the 90s, I wasn't going back. Y'all all, see, baby hair right there. So what y'all didn't get was, how was I supposed to take you serious? Or why were you trying to make me a Geppetto because your grown ass got baby hair? To me, it was never attractive. See, it was a joke being played. If they get grown men attracted to baby hair, get it? But I'm smarter than that. I know what baby hair means. Keyword, baby. So I don't like baby hair like that. See, told you that was all tricks, guys. They grow a lot of grown men to like baby hairs. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. So, why get married? You see that? The face of shit. All right? Bro, you stay away from a miserable woman like that. That's my point right here. You fucking stay away from women like that, bro. Bro, you know men have got married to weirdos like this, loon balls. And she from the home of Glorilla? No, y'all. This is the new woman that I don't have no parts of. I do not fuck with them at all. No. But guess what? These men been on them like that. So, stupid is as stupid does. So for 2026, y'all, please don't get married for the wrong reasons, and you won't create no more stupidity. All right? Because Tyler Perry ain't married yet, is he? Who cares? Let's go. What they say to Jill Scott? Jill Scott, you complaining about these wrong, whatever. What they saying, Jill? Why did you do it? Did Tyler Perry put a gun in your head? Or did you volunteer to accept? Tyler has helped people by employing them and basically looking out for our culture. So where is all the hate coming from? I think Tyler Perry would have better results hiring his fans than hiring our ungrateful black people. Wow. Now, you know, I got to speak on this. So I'm going to finally give y'all the code on this one so y'all get this shit clear. The whole concept of Tyler Perry gives people jobs. If the motherfucker make me rich, I won't need a fucking job. What you don't get is you're going to keep working with him and it's going to be a job because you ain't never going to blow up after that. That's why he always give black people a job. See, let me teach y'all blacks about life, guys. If all I give you is a job, you're never going to be shit anyway. But if I give you the recipe of how to win like me, or if I help you a little bit to shine like me, you can shine for yourself and get out my face. You won't need me. See, you were taught that we shit, crutches, help. Me and others, we teach you, look, it's the story. If I say, this is why y'all hypocrites. I wasn't ready. I didn't go to church like y'all, but I know it's a story about a man in fishing. And it is a story about a man that teaches another man to fish. Something like that. I don't know. It's something about a story about you teach a person to fish for themselves. See, y'all not understanding that. Why you won't comprehend that? You are the only person that needs somebody to help you or do something, tell you to do something, motivate you, teach you, or you gotta what? Watch them. All y'all, a lot of y'all, especially these concerts, that's what they do. Their whole program is trained to study other people for success. Watch what they do. No, you can't learn how to fish like me until your ass go fishing. So it's not a mistake. I went fishing young and crabbing young because I told you I was going down south young. So I been learn how to fish, been learn how to crab, been learn how to feed myself. Why? Those are things you learn on your own, dummy. Once you learn how to eat on your own, you'll never need nobody else. So people that give you jobs because you don't know how to feed yourself. And that's how it's always going to be. That's right. You don't know how to become your own star. So you're going to keep coming back for that spotlight. Because he's going to give you a spotlight, but you ain't going to be a star. So when they tell you that story, or he give blacks jobs, because blacks are trained to always have a job from somebody else, meaning they bought their brain thing job, not boss. It ain't nothing wrong with working a job, but goddamn it, I ain't trying to work a job forever. So if my job can turn me into a boss, that's what I'm trying to do. All right? So this whole narrative of this person is saying black people are ungrateful for Tyler Perry. Basically saying they should be happy for the jobs he get them. What's the other story they wrote? I can do bad by myself. I do an independent movie before I ever was in a Tyler Perry movie, y'all. That's me. That's me. So like I said, they stupid. If once you have the name, once you have a name, nothing stops none of them from filming their own movies, y'all. They don't want to pay for it. They don't want to do certain things. They want to wait on it. You're better off investing in your own film project. Learning all these different skills. No, they keep crying back for a job, a job, a job. See that? And that's why they get done like that, because that's how the black brain is trained to get pimped. One way or another. They're trained to get pimped and then trained to cry about getting pimped. After they sign up to get pimped, they cry about it later. Every fucking time. That's why when it comes to money, I don't deal with them. All right? I only deal with them for bullshitting, laughing, and joking and having fun. Other than that, that's it. Because when it comes to that money flow, I don't deal with them people. I just don't. Because they the man, you going to see this. They the main ones sign up for shit. Want to be down, want to do stuff, but when shit don't pan out right, what they do? Blame people. So I could do bad by myself, and you could be by yourself and blame yourself. Did you know some people keep you around just so they can blame you? Did you know some people want to be down and want to be in the mix just so they got somebody to blame? Do you know failures want to get with winners so they can have somebody to blame? That's how it works. So I learned, just don't be around nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, when you got real shit going on, just don't deal with nobody. It's that simple. So I don't owe you nothing. You don't owe me nothing. No, Tyler Perry pimped Black Holly, pimped their ass. So now you're looking at Jill Scott trying to come back out. Matter of fact, y'all remember Jill Scott was giving a microphone head. She was desperate to come back out. No, after Tyler Perry movie, you saw her ass giving head to a microphone, and she was not singing like that, and you just going to see. After Tyler Perry, he puts a goddamn curse on your ass. And you finish after that. You know what I'm saying? Jill Scott hated how she was treated filming the movie. No, man. You just saying that now. So you see them coming out now, right? Now here we go right here, y'all. Tyler has helped people by employing them, basically looking out for our culture. 2026, let me clarify it again for the new people. No such thing as our culture. It's only one culture Tyler Perry down with. So I want y'all all to get it clear. Like I said, when they talking to culture, they talking about this culture. Now, Tyler Perry does a lot for that culture. Yes, he does. But when they say our culture, no, it ain't no our. Like I said, it's just that majority of people that color is with that culture. See, it's called subculture. Within y'all communities, y'all have 100 different subcultures. Subcultures are cultures that hide under other cultures. Gang culture, fraternal culture, get it? Spiritual culture, conscious culture. Y'all got a lot of cultures going on. Meanwhile, when they say our culture, I'm asking, what the fuck is our culture? What's this our shit? All right, then. Told you all that was make-believe fantasy words. Let people be who they are. Let them stand on their own. Ain't no more we shit. All right? That our culture shit. So if Tyler Perry do a lot for our culture, I guess our culture ain't got shit. Right? See it now, right? Okay. So maybe one day we'll go through our homework and we go through all. That's why I say I'm petty. I think I got time. If we go through a list of all actors that Tyler Perry ever employed, and we do our homework and see before and after, we'll see how big they was before they got with Tyler Perry, and then we can look at how did they prosper after. Then we can look at actors that didn't have no name at all. When they got with Tyler Perry, did they become big after that? Or did they just disappear? Or stay working for him? Told you, when people talk now, everything could be proven through data and analytics. When I tell you these people got the biggest mouth, just don't follow them no more. Do not follow them. Do not listen to them. Let them talk to themselves. Because when you're talking now, everything could be proven and exposed. Get it? So, meaning, this is what I'm telling you. I want y'all to get this clear with this fake controlled narrative shit. When they say stuff like, hold up, I'm going to get back to that part. When they say stuff like what he did for our culture, we can prove that. And how we can prove that? Through facts. Right here, see? What he says, when they say about him looking out for our culture, and that I think Tyler Perry would have better results hiring his fans rather than hiring our ungrateful black people. So they saying he was better off hiring fans than all those black actors. So this is a shot at the black actors. Now, like I say, if we go through a whole list of what this person said, I bet you we can prove Tyler Perry has ruined more black actors and studied the growth of more black actors than any Hollywood director in history. How we know that? Let me show you how simple it is. Well, Teyana just became a star, right? Well, all you got to do is find out who directed the movie, and then you will know the director that just made Teyana a star, and it wasn't Tyler Perry. That's how it works. Some directors, you in their film, you an instant star. Bah. Some you just not. All right? Lee Daniels, you all right? You got it now? Shit. Lee Daniels did better than Tyler Perry in Hollywood. So, with Monsters Ball, all right? He did. He did. Anton Fuqua did better than him. With what? Training Day. All right? So, that's why I say you ain't going to fool me. Training Day is a universal movie, diverse, all races. All right, then. Tyler Perry, he did some shit called Alex Cross. Alex Cross, guess what he was joking on? The church. You see, he called it Alex Cross, right? He was talking about cross dresses too. That's why he called it Alex Cross. He was still Medea in that too. Tyler Perry's a demon, y'all. I told you already, he's a demon. He's a demon. He is a damn demon. Yeah, Yeah, he's a demon. He also is a damn Tyler. Yeah, he's the Tyler of a Pacific house. Yes, he is. The house of darkness. That's where he come from. The house of darkness. Tyler Perry. So like I said, Eli and them boys, they be playing around in that light. That's what they be doing. So I'm showing you something. Tyler Perry draws everybody stupid. So like I say, the new world is in your face. Check it out. When I talk about that community, let me give you this update what I was showing y'all yesterday. When they pushing this narrative that nursing jobs going to be gone, the impact of AI can already be felt in the job market. White collar crimes. Pardon me. White collar crimes, that's what white collar jobs, y'all. They the main ones on the menu first, but potential, look, this is important, y'all. Leaving the next generation facing a severe employment crisis. So this ties into what I was talking about with this whole week. Not only is this generation more stupid, they are also the most classified criminals on paper, the least educated, the least talented, the least graduates. This is why this is in your face. I told you everything is for the next generation to come. Our era is over already. They're telling you the next generations to come are going to be finished. They're already not working now. They already don't know shit now. So they're already behind the race, y'all. They're telling you straight up. Meaning, by the time this shit unveils, you got to be at manager level, supervisor. You got to be at certain qualifications where companies need you. That shit can do all fast food. That shit can flip burgers. That shit can do all basic stuff. So that's what they tell you it's not about us now, y'all. When you looking at this, it's telling you you can get your kids, teens, and scare them to death with truth today. You let them see the robots and tell them, this your future right here. You tell them, you keep playing around, guess what? You're not going to have no job. You're not going to have nothing. Teach your kids now. Remember, we wasn't taught the reality. You were just told, go to school, go to school. No, tell them the truth now. You know, if you don't graduate, you're going to be a bum. You don't graduate, you're not going to get a good job. You don't get a good job, you ain't going to have no good salary. You don't get a good salary, you can't pay your rent. Son, you know rent going to be $2,000 in your day when you get older. Rent going to be $2,000 for one bedroom, $2,500 when you get older. See, it's different for them, y'all. It's different. They are fucking finished if they don't get it right. See, I brag about my first apartment and all that. Man, that shit was $600, $650. I'm saying $675, $700. You know what I'm saying? First New York one bedroom, $800. You know what I'm saying? With a girlfriend. This shit different. Huh? They ain't got it like that. They ain't gonna perish. So when I was telling y'all, if they don't got no smarts in this new world, they not gonna make it. You can figure it all out now, y'all. These ain't no secrets. These are not hidden topics at all. So I want to try to get. It's not, hold on, I'm about to get back to this. I just want to try to get this main part, y'all, right here. The news comes as top AI research labs attempt to bolster healthcare. As you may know, OpenAI recently unveiled ChatGPT Health, a dedicated experience in ChatGPT designed for health and wellness. So you can look at that right there and know that's automatically taking away consultant jobs. When you got doctors that's retired, or you got doctors that want to earn extra money online consulting. See that? That's making anybody with medical background paperwork. The whole point of you making money online off your medical credentials, ChatGPT AI slays that, takes that away from you. See, let me show you something. When I told y'all they don't care about these damn retirement, because this is how it's set up, nurses. Everybody in the medical field, you're a registered nurse, you got clout like that, well, this is what you were supposed to be doing. You could have been still working your job in the flesh, but meanwhile, you could have been a consultant online all these years, especially since the pandemic. A lot of you registered nurses could have been consultants getting paid and a lot of y'all would have already made your retirement money already. So like I tell you, it was a program, y'all. See, in y'all community, y'all always had to be ignorant. You know, a lot of y'all registered nurses could have been content creators, just being professional nurses as content creators, just giving tips and advice. That's all y'all had to do. That's it. No playing around. Chefs, you got a chef degree. Why you didn't start a content? Why you didn't do content all these years about chefing? You watch everybody cooking in their kitchen, but you a chef, but you didn't start a real channel of your craft. You could have stacked your retirement money, flipped your 401k from 2020 to 2025 with a monetized channel that revolves around your profession that you already got. So I tell you, that's what the smart people did already. That's what I'm telling you. See, when we was in the house, a lot of people in the medical field, they started up their channels. And what they were doing, giving consultations. Medical people getting together, seminars online. Told you everybody cashed out already. Now it's late. AI's here to take over. Told y'all always late, man. That was the whole purpose of chasing all these stupid ass topics. Meaning the professional people, y'all. Everybody that had that. What I be trying to tell everybody that was supposed to be legit, people with college degrees, y'all the ones going to suffer the most. That's what I'm telling you what all this about. Depending on what your degree is in, and I don't care what the field is, the people with college degrees are going to suffer more than people that work labor and trades. That's what people don't get. When you got a degree, but you got it in the wrong thing, or you got a degree, you were playing with it. You didn't know. Some of these degrees were supposed to be used at a high level after 2020 came in. So that's why I say it was a trick for some of y'all to go unemployment, sit on your ass, take time off, sit, wait. Everybody else, know what they did? I'm about to get this online thing a try. That was a concept of what? Work from home. It was to grow you into, hey, get used to working online. Hey, try some new things. All these companies give you websites, Squarespace, telling you, build your page. Y'all were getting clues on other things to do so you won't be struggling and fucked up now. I'm talking to people with degrees, people that got professional shit going on. Get it? All right. That's why he's telling you now that Chat GPT shit that took over, you ain't making no money off that. And now the nurses in the hospitals and shit like that gonna be gone. So that's why when we spoke about that nursing strike, I forgot to talk about this part yesterday. See, with the nursing strike, I spoke about all the new nurses that graduated. But part of it also is this new technology, lady. See, ma'am, we know you work in the medical field, but you're 57 and the new Chat GPT coming out soon. Or excuse me, the robot's gonna be here soon, and a lot of new technology. So let me speed it up for you, man. Your plans on retiring in 8 more years is not gonna happen. You know why? Because in 3 years, we about to unveil this new tech, and y'all gonna disappear after that. So that's why I say they've been really trying to tell some of y'all, if you were smart, you better do something. Because that retirement you're banking on, the next 3 years gonna kill that. Quick. Meaning, if you're banking on some shit, 10, 50, whatever you think in your head, he's telling you the next 3 years is gonna cancel that. All right? That's why those people protesting now, yeah, they gonna protest, all right. The question is, are they gonna make it after these next 3 years? So the truth is, they might get one more contract, and that might be their last. Because a lot of changes are happening, y'all. From the top to the bottom. 2025 was a reset. But what I noticed was so much stuff had to be reset. The reset is not done yet. So by DRUSKI trolling the church, this part of the reset. Let the world know. 43 million views. Let the world know. The mega church was nothing but a concert. The mega churches had nothing to do with spirituality at all. The mega church was based on being a motivational speaker. So the truth is, TD Jakes was a motivational speaker. See, look at him. If you pay attention, TD Jakes don't got no cross around his neck. TD Jakes don't got no religious on. So I'll tell you, sometimes, like I say, it's not always their fault. Sometimes it's honesty in your face. Look at TD Jakes. He don't got a cross on, do he? Nope. He don't got on that religious. So I be telling y'all how it plays out sometimes. Sometimes it's not always their fault. Get it? TD Jakes was a motivational speaker. But it was never no proof he was a pastor, a real certified pastor, preacher, a man with the word of God. It was never proven that. It was never, he don't got no cross around it. You said that he don't wear crosses. He don't got a cross on, y'all. Meaning, he's not promoting that religion. If you really pay attention. See that? He's a motivational speaker. Because they understood. Y'all like to hear shit that sound good. Or you only hear things if it's in a preacher mode. These are the things I told people on my channel. No, people understand for you to get certain things, you have to talk like a preacher. But if I was you, I would really be offended of it. Because they'd be really saying you're stupid. You only comprehend a preacher talk. You see, the thing is, you don't understand teacher, you only understand preacher. Get it? When somebody just talking, and just yelling, or just saying some shit with a rhythm and a tone. But if I'm trying to tell you something like, yo, don't go around that corner. If I'm trying to tell you something, yo, you know next year everything gonna change, right? You don't get it. But if I add some theatrics to it and I get, you gonna get it because that's your brain. Those are the jokes. Those are the pranks on y'all. That anybody can play that role. Motivational speaker. All right? It's called the blind lead the blind. Because when somebody tell you something regular, you don't get it. You need theatrics. This is why I say this is where the color people shit coming at. You like to be entertained. So if I say something regular, it's corny, it's boring. You don't get it, or I don't like that, or whatever. But if I add theatrics to that shit, and all I gotta do is give it some type of color. See that? That's what I'm talking about. That's all TD Jakes did. That's all everybody does, and that's what he's joking on. He's telling you, man, you can go to a black church and drink a monster, and they gonna still believe you. They gonna think you amped up for the spirit. Fool, I'm amped up from a monster. I just drunk 2 before this service. That's why I'm charged like this. They don't know no better. That's what they telling you, man. See, within the joke is true. So let me read the article to let y'all know this was not just about jokes and mockery in the church. It's a meaning behind all of this. This was an exposure, right? So that people that attend these mega churches will understand the difference between a real church and a cult and a temple. Get it? This to let y'all know, hey, if you still want to attend those mega churches, that's on you. But at this point, you're just going to a concert. Let's go. Worship services often resemble award shows, and sermons blur into motivational speeches designed to emotionally loosen wallets. And we're not even going to talk about all the sex that go on. We're not even going to talk about all the creeping and the favorites. All right? So as you see, they telling you. That's why he coming down. They basically trying to say, due to Kirk Franklin, church service is like a concert now. That's why he coming off the stream with the smoke. And you know damn well, you see, in the real back in the day, that smoke would be considered witchcraft, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They would have went for that. That would have been considered witchcraft, straight up. You know what I'm saying? They would have went for those big ass speakers, and they'd have said that's witchcraft. They wouldn't go for that in the old church back. No, they ain't going for that, y'all. That's called witchcraft. So they telling you, no, man, y'all ain't no church. Y'all be in fucking Babylonian temples, man. That's what y'all been in. Straight up. So behind the joke is truth, y'all. You have the word. You got the Bible. That's one thing. The church is another thing. We know it's many branches of churches. That's another thing. And then you got preachers and pastors. That's another thing. Everybody based that all on religion. And their religion is separate from that. So let's get this clear today. A lot of y'all with people, I'm going to just tell y'all all today, you were fake religious. Your whole life was fake. Because religion is when not only do you follow that book, You follow it 24/7. You always try to learn it, figure it out. You always on your path. And when that book speaks to you, you already know what you're looking at. So if you really into that book, when you in some of these churches and you seeing what you seeing, you would already know to leave. If you really walking that walk, your spirit gonna tell you what to do after you've been in it so long. You already know, right? So being that y'all kept coming back to these environments, what's the saying? The word it ain't in you, right? Okay. So you don't need no judge. You judge yourself. All right. Now that you know these mega churches are nothing but fucking big ass cults, the question is why you keep coming back. The second one is, are you gonna leave? Because I heard about a wolf in sheep clothing. I heard a lot of sayings, and I know what that looked like. Do you? Okay. Also, we not in the world of judging nobody no more, right? So, judge yourself for once. It's called figure your own life out. Now, you all got the proof. All this following shit led nowhere. You also got the proof that when everybody needed a church for salvation, ain't no help. And ever since the C-19, the church has never been back the same anyway. And on top of that, when we spoke about all these chicken spots closing, that's for a reason. It's a reason why all these chicken spots closing, because of the church. Guess what else closing up? Chicken spot. Boston Market. Over 1,000 Boston Markets about to close. Chicken spot. And people know a lot of people used to go there after church. There you go. Church, chicken spots closing. No, I told you, that's all signifying y'all community is finished. Also, the penny being discontinued is also part of that. You ain't going to see Abraham Lincoln face on that penny no more. You ain't never going to see Abraham Lincoln no more. You get it? That's what all that's about. Abraham Lincoln being, y'all cents, we don't need your 1 cent no more. That's what it's about, y'all. I'm telling you, man. Because they did this shit too long. See that? Posted online with their kids. But look what it said at the bottom, y'all, these pedos. Look. Pay it. She's selling her body too. See it say pay 2 times? What's she doing? Told you they weirdos. I want y'all to all see this who they are now. Their communities are finished. Their church is exposed. Their behavior is you know what. And until they get it right, they're going to keep burning. Get it? And it's going to be the coldest winter ever. Because this is an end result of playing and going against the grain, y'all. So that's why it's like that. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. This whole thing was the biggest joke, y'all. That shit is funny. It's hilarious because I get the jokes in it. But the rest of the world laughed at this. They laughed at the shit y'all participate in. They've been laughing at the shit y'all been doing all these years. Going to mega churches and in your free time being freaky. And in the end, you have nothing left. That's what all these jokes about. So hopefully y'all get it. That's my Dakota. That's my opinion. And on this Friday, we're going to get out of here. Y'all enjoy y'all day. If you didn't see it, watch it. Be funny. And I want y'all to get this clear. It's the new era. DRUSKI is the top comedian now. All comedians are irrelevant. I got Netflix. I ain't watched Dave Chappelle yet. Irrelevant. And if Cat Williams don't stop sitting on YouTube platforms, I'll be done with him too. I want to see them joking. I want to laugh. DRUSKI made me laugh. No, all black comedians from my era, they fucking podcasters now. They went backwards. DRUSKI started on social media. Now DRUSKI go to Hollywood. DRUSKI took Kevin Hart jobs, y'all. DRUSKI took Kevin Hart jobs. He took all their jobs. DRUSKI is the new funny man. He's a goddamn fool. All right? Straight up. And what I'm telling, I'm rubbing that shit in their face. Because he took social media acting like a damn fool. Now he getting a big bag. He got to deal with Google. You see what I'm saying? He be on TV. I'm saying that because y'all had a proof the new era is flourishing. In your era, the old era, they fucking corny. They doing podcasts, y'all. They doing old stories. They not funny no more. Mike Epps, you're not funny no more. You on Shannonsharpe play. You're not funny, bro. You used to be funny. Y'all not funny no more. Marlon Wayans, you ain't funny. None of y'all funny. DRUSKI that deal, all right? All you got to do is see that Hebrew. All you got to do is see him choking on the Hebrew Israelites. That's right. That shit funny as hell. No, he's an idiot. And he get paid good money to be an idiot. So on that note, we're going to get out of here, y'all. But I encourage all y'all get y'all laugh on because DRUSKI will put the spirit of laughter in you. Yeah, trust me. That's you. Everybody need to laugh for, man. That's the secret, man. The secret to heaven is laughing. That's part of it. All right? So stay away from those miserable dark bastards. And you'll be all right. On that note, y'all, we're going to get out of here. Boy. I'm out.